Hi, I'm Mark Brace, Senior Analyst with Osprey Flight Solutions, bringing you this week's update. Rising COVID-19 infection rates in many regions have led to governments and local authorities continuing to implement renewed restrictions and lockdowns, which are inevitably impacting air travel and flight operations. In South Africa, at least one major carrier has cancelled services due to new testing and isolation rules for overseas aircrew, making operations not commercially viable. And in Ghana, mandatory testing at Accra Airport has caused disruption due to many passengers being unable to afford the overpriced tests and having to remain in temporary detention at the airport. And following international criticism of the way Turkey counted new case numbers and its subsequent amendment of its figures, it's now beginning to feature on other countries' quarantine and travel restriction lists. Looking at conflict zones, as you may have seen in our daily updates, armed clashes between Armenian and Azeri military forces are continuing despite a temporary humanitarian ceasefire announced on 9th of October. Both sides have accused the others of breaking the ceasefire, with similar denials going in the other direction. And there have been more claims of ballistic missile strikes, drone operations, and air defence shootdowns. Yesterday, the Azeri military conducted airstrikes targeting Armenian Scud missile positions in the Vardenis area near the border, claiming they were preparing to launch towards Ganja and Mingachevir in Azerbaijan. Unusually, the Armenian side confirmed the strikes in order to deny that they were preparing to conduct launches. Azerbaijan has claimed the Armenian side has conducted several launches well into Azerbaijan, and that its air defences have downed some of these using surface-to-air missiles. While some airspace restrictions have been implemented by Azerbaijan, Armenia has provided only advisory warnings until the 8th of October, when the authorities there issued a NOTAM restricting aircraft from entering or exiting the country's airspace along the northern border with Azerbaijan due to what it called unauthorised drone activity. Although there is no indication that commercial traffic was actually using that area anyway. The dangerous spillover of the conflict has been illustrated by regular reports of projectile debris, as well as drones falling in Iranian border areas. There are no concrete signs of the military clashes abating, and further short-notice airspace restrictions and closures remain possible. Elsewhere, we've noticed several more cases of larger-scale fake documentation usage at airports. This has included fraudulent certificates for negative COVID tests in Israel and fake PCR results being sold by criminal organisations in Mozambique. And also, migrant trafficking from Greece into various European countries has been facilitated by forged travel documents. And we've also seen fake entry endorsements for foreign nationals getting into the Philippines. We can expect more reports of such activity as passenger numbers increase and entry restrictions become more prevalent once again. And we'll keep the industry informed of these developments. That's it until next week. Please register for LinkedIn updates and our free platform, Osprey Open.